All right, guys. I'm gonna do a series or two short little discussions to post. I apologize that I wasn't able to post that lecture last or discussion last week that addressed the deadlines, extended deadlines. But again, my computer was in the shop, and I recorded a lecture on my laptop, and it just uploaded it to YouTube, and it ultimately said that it wasn't compatible, couldn't sync, and so it was all basically all for nothing. The first thing I'm going to talk to you about is just more stuff about the class that I get. It's kind of going to be probably the last time I'm going to address it, and just kind of a fair warning or something, and do it through this format, or say it like this, as opposed to writing you an email or writing you in period, because one of the problems with the online classes, or communication, is that things can be misinterpreted, especially through text or through writing, and I don't want to give off the wrong impression, or have you think something differently. So the first thing I want to address is the extensions. This week I extended the deadline for what we had to do, as well as our current this week's assignment. They're all due on Sunday. This is the last time that something like this is going to happen. The reason I did it is because there were a lot of people that had computer problems. There were a lot of people that tried to submit things Sunday and weren't able to submit things on Sunday. And I can tell you that if you wait until Sunday to post something, or to submit an assignment, or to complete an assignment, and then try to upload it at the last second, you're going to have problems every single time, because most people wait until the very last minute, and it can, gum up the works, I guess, in the WebCT system, and you'll experience those problems every time. Now, you guys, and I say to this at the beginning of the semester, you guys have got to check your WebCT every single day. You should be working on your assignments every day or every other day. Now, again, I understand, most people take online classes. Like I said before, I understand the situation of why people take online classes. That doesn't mean that you are given any leeway in your responsibility to complete the assignments or wait to the last minute. I mean, it's the same kind of deal that you have in a lecture class. If you wait to the last minute and have problems, ultimately that's going to be your responsibility. So for those of you that are just checking your email, checking the WebCT once, maybe twice a week, waiting till Sunday to do things, you might be out of the loop on things. I try to update, send a couple messages out a week, some updates, further explanations. You might have some problems. And again, that's your responsibility to do that. For those of you that are having computer issues or problems using WebCT, problems sending attachments, problems posting discussions, problems replying, there are a couple things that need to be addressed. And again, and this is the last time I'll address them. First of all, Lamar offered online orientation. Not orientation online, but orientation over the online classes, where you could come and you could learn how to use the WebCT program. Now, if you didn't go to that, if you weren't able to go, then ultimately it's up to you. It's your responsibility to get into WebCT and spend some time and learn how to do things yourself. I can't explain to you, or I don't have time, and that's not what I'm supposed to do, is to tell you or teach you how to attach a document, or to post a reply on a discussion board. It's very self-explanatory, and again, if you signed up for an online class, you should know how to use a computer for these type of things. Now, if you have a computer problem, if you don't have a reliable computer, again, that is a necessity for an online class. It's no different than a student going to a lecture class that is responsible for being in class Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and not having reliable transportation. Ultimately, that's your responsibility to have transportation to get you to that class. No different than having a reliable computer. If you don't have a reliable computer, if you don't have internet access, that's a requirement for the class. That is necessary for the class. And like I said, the deadlines, the exceptions made to grace periods, those of you that have medical emergencies, family emergencies, things like that, I understand, and I will completely and gladly work with you and grant you an extension or grace period. But simply not having a computer that functions properly, and you send me an email on Sunday when your assignment's due, that's not going to be acceptable anymore. The reason that I pushed off the deadline last week and allowed you to submit things or to post those replies or edits, this Sunday as the deadline is because of problems that many people were having with their own computers, not having correct proper internet usage or access. And again, that is required of you to take the class. I mean, that's necessary, and that's something that I don't think is asking too much from the student. So if you are going to have problems with that in the future, you're going to have problems throughout the rest of the class. And again, I don't say this to be harsh or to be rude or not understanding. It's simply the fact that it's your responsibility to have those things in order to take the class. If you don't, then you are going to have problems throughout the rest of the semester. And that's basically some of the things that I wanted to, instead of writing it in an email and sending it out and trying to, or hope, I don't want to come across as rude or not understanding, because I am more than happy to help you guys out and to work with you. But for simple things like that, when it's something that it won't, an example, the YouTube lectures that I started to try to do for you guys, which again aren't a part of the requirement, I don't, I specifically ask you not to write back and ask me how to find those lectures, because the only thing that I could tell you is, the only answer that I had for you was look up that username, search that username. It won't take 5 minutes to search around YouTube and they'll be there. But sure enough, I got several emails asking me specifically how to find those lectures. I replied with the directions. I told them, or I told those of you that wrote, most of you that wrote, exactly how to find them and where they were, which is no different than the directions I originally gave you in the first place. So again, things like that, spend time to do them yourself, because I try to communicate with you guys as best I can. I try to talk to you as often as I can and help you guys out as much as I can. But simple things like that, or small things like that, can tend to be, troublesome. Like I said, I want to be able to help you guys and be of service to you guys, but in situations like that, again, please start. You guys, and this of course doesn't apply to all of you, but a lot of you need to start taking a more active role in the class, or taking more responsibility for what you're required to do in the class. So, and again, that's going to be the last time I'm going to state those things about the extensions, the computer usage when WebCT is down on a Sunday afternoon or a Sunday night when you're trying to submit your assignment. Look, I understand that you guys are working. A lot of you are working. A lot of you have families. A lot of you have, some serious situations, a lot of things to deal with. Again, you have all week to do them. As soon as I email you the assignment, you should be working on it immediately, a little bit at a time. Now, the next, that's going to wrap all of this up pretty much. The next thing I'm going to post here is going to be over the deadline for the people that are supposed to comment back or reply back about their edits, defend their grammar after their essay has been edited. So I'm going to record that and try to post that here pretty soon as well.